Giuoco piano game, main line, Giuoco Pianissimo variation. Giveaway: one player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. Beginning the Italian game is bc4, which immediately begins to attack the f7 pawn and get ready to castle. bc5 attacks the f2 pawn and helps control the important d4 square. c3 supports the d2-d4 pawn break and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. nf6 advances the knight and engages in an attack on the exposed e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. Castling develops a rook, while also moving the king to safety. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent tends to lead to less sharp positions as compared with opposite side castling. It is the last book move. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's a decent move. That's good. This moves the bishop to safety. It is best. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. By posing a threat to a knight and compelling it to flee, this wins a tempo. It is ideal. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This is an equal trade. It is best. This misses a chance to win back a piece. It is incorrect. A very strong play. It is excellent. Recaptures. This threatens to win material. It is excellent. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This is the only good move. This prevents the opponent from being able to take an open file with a rook. It is a great move. That rook was a freebie. It is quite good. Backs off. It is ideal. So, a knight is attached to the king. It is ideal. This misses a better way to develop a queen off its starting square. It is a mistake. There was just one smart move to be made. It falls flat. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This develops a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. It is best. This protects an underdefended knight that is under attack. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This requires an open file, a typical technique for rook activation. It is quite good. This loses material. There was only one good move in that position. This ignores an opportunity to kick a bishop. It is a blunder. This wins material. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This is winning stuff. It is ideal. That was a great move and very hard to find. This is the only good move. It is brilliant. Recaptures. This threatens to win a bishop. It is best. This moves the bishop to safety. It is best. This wins a tempo by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. It is best. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This threatens to take an open file with the rook. It is best. Now that the rook is on an open file, it is easier to control squares all over the board. It is ideal. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This provides an equal exchange of parts. It is ideal. This wins a bishop. This threatens to reveal an attack on a rook. It is best. That was a truly amazing move. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a bishop. It is brilliant. This reveals a rook attack. It is ideal. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Backs off. It's compelled. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by opposing pawns as it tries to promote. This is the only move that works. It is best. This steps away from the checking queen. This is the only good move. It is a great move. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This steps away from the checking queen. It is best. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This evades the check from the queen. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Very precise. It is best. This steps away from the checking queen. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Giveaway. One player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players.